Having a bubble here, Rocky Nico and Bubble and Squeak. We're here back again talking about custom figures and just general chat. This week we're talking about, the figures and customs that we've seen that just, have caught our eye, and we just want to chat about. Just going through a list. We spoke about some previously on other customizers. If we're not here to just criticize, like we said before, we're here to just give our opinion on things, and we're just going to talk about just the things that have caught our eye. So first one, SummerSlam Ricochet.
Yeah.
The Nightwing
attire. Yeah,
Nightwing attire.
Before
we mentioned that. We spoke about it. I'm not sure if it was on mic or off mic. We spoke about it. Curb Stomp decals made the whole attire out of decals. I don't know if he just got the recent Ricochet Elite and painted it all black, then applied the decals, but
still good the paint job, right?
The decal work is amazing. That just to think that's all done on computer, and he's done work for me before. I got a commission done by him, and he done the rock tattoo, on the Jax figure.
Yeah.
He made that. Just to think that's all done on computer, man. It is amazing, and it's all applied. And go to Curb Stomp City Custom Decals on Instagram, and he also has a shop where you can find that. I think it's amazing. It looks like you could put that in the box and think it's off the shelf. Like, it hasn't done much, hasn't changed the head scan, hasn't done a repaint on it. I think the True Effects head scan has just remained. The body is just I think is painted all black, and then decals applied just completes the figure, makes it exactly how it looks when he was live against AJ.
Yeah, you can't get better than that.
The colours pop. I think it'd be good to see it hand painted by someone. I'd love to give it a go at hand painting it, because sometimes hand painting and decals, they have a different effect. But yeah, that to me just looks. The decals just really do it nice.
Yeah,
really do it nice. Second, Mad Reaper and the Fiend.
Yeah, that was really good. That was really good.
It's the prototype pictures that he's put together. Well, prototype figures that he's put parts together and tried to capture the complete body part selection. And there was a lot of debate about the arm sizes. Some people saying the arms that he chose were too big. Some were saying it was too small. Some people saying his chest was too big. The rhino torso didn't work well. But I understand where Mad Reaper was coming from. He was saying how he was correcting people, saying like, listen, his body is he's put a lot of work in the gym. Yeah, he's not as big as he used to be when he was in the Wyatt family. He's a lot more built. He's a lot more muscular. He's not, I don't want to say fat, but he was chubbier. He was a lot more chubby than what he is now. Obviously, he's put a lot of work into this Fiend character, by his appearance and all sorts. So yeah, I think the parts choice is just great. And obviously, when we look at this picture, we also see the head scan of Bew.
Yeah.
And that head scan just looks insane. Like the detail.
This the one on the left, is it?
The one on the left is the new and improved.
What about the one on the right?
The right was because the one that was what he originally went with, and I think where people was saying stuff, he changed his mind and thought, right, I'm gonna try and scale it well. And I don't know, I think people were just being a bit too picky. People were just like, oh no, that's not his arms, or this, he hasn't got a figure. So this is a time where we have to
test the proportions.
Yeah, we have to test it, and that's what exactly the Mad Reaper's doing. This is for his personal collection. So it only makes sense until he's happy and satisfied with parts. That's exactly how I felt with the Jericho. I used the Nakamura torso, but some people said to me, use the Regal torso. Well, to me, I think
it'll get to a point where I think if he keeps going, it'll get to a point where everybody will become satisfied.
Yeah, it's like people are going to eventually do the same, or people are going to try and experiment with other parts that work for them. But eventually there will be one part selection where it will work perfectly, that everyone knows. Like, everyone knows to use certain parts for certain characters that don't have their figures.
This is the process, I suppose, because you know, as you said, we haven't got like a definitive product of the Fiend yet. So
Exactly.
we have to get that, you know.
Well, the parts that we have,
Yeah.
let's try and make it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's done. And I think he's executed it perfectly.
Yeah.
To me, that once that looks painted up and all the stuff are on it, that's going to look insane.
Mm-hmm.
Already the head scan looks incredible by view.
Looks sick.
So that's that is Mad Reaper and the Fiend for you. Next we have Asui88. It's a female customizer out there in the community. She's well known for her paints, you know, her painting. She's very good with that. She's known for her Lego customs as well. She incorporates the wrestling into Legos, sculpts and paints them as well. Amazing. This is the Brandi Rhodes custom. I don't think I've seen a Brandi Rhodes custom yet.
Yeah, same.
But this to me captures it, man. The head scan is just incredible. I don't know what she used and like what head scan she used, but when you go up close to the picture, it is incredible, man. It, like the skin isn't just one color. Like there's different shades and there's different like browns. It's just amazing. Like the eyes, the eyeshadowing, everything, the paint is it's just impeccable.
Just looking for it now as well.
You know, the eyes are just very cool. I'm not sure if it's a modded head scan, so modded meaning you get a head scan that you sculpt on and do work to, not just getting one and just painting it. So, you know, the attire is great as well. The skin colours definitely painted. Just
you can see
and
it's
it's
nice.
it's not a basic. It's a basic as well. I just realised it's a basic. It's actually not an elite.
Not an elite, yeah.
Wow.
It is really nice.
And the new the basic arms with the elbow joints.
She's yet to fight in the AEW, innit?
I think she's had a match. I can't remember. I think she is gonna be in the match for the women's title in AEW next Saturday.
I'm excited for that. I wonder what the attires are gonna be for that as well.
Yeah, they're gonna definitely come out with something special like they always do, innit?
So, yeah.
Because they know we're out here. They know we're out here. They know we're watching.
Ready as
yeah,
well,
no, we're always ready. Like that's like we're always waiting and watching, and always, you know, people are trying to make the custom on the night where the people wear
that's crazy.
the attires. So that's what's just that's just incredible. So they know we're watching as well. Like these wrestlers know that when they come out with something colourful and different, we're gonna go crazy over it.
Yeah.
And you know, so. Yeah, like Ricochet, like a lot of others. So
he murked it.
Yeah, going back to Curb Stomp, he done a great job. So yeah, that's Asui88. She done a great job on that Brandi Rhodes. I think it's amazing. It's not even an elite. To be honest, I didn't even look if I thought it was an elite. Just thinking because we all customize elites. No one does really basics that much.
I think it's nice to just stick to a basic sometimes.
Yeah, I know, right? Because when you, especially where it's all painted as well. Joints crack when you bend parts,
and she hasn't got like a complex attire either.
Yeah,
she's just got the knee pads.
I want to say plain Jane, but not. It's simplistic.
Yeah,
and straight to the point. It's really cool. Colors pop. The skin color's cool, and like you're saying, it's not like
it's not like she has like a ton of tattoos where you require like a bigger arm or something. Like you don't need like an elite for it. It's nice.
I think it's really cool. It's been worked. It's been done really well. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on to
the NWF. The two Velveteen Dreams. Sorry, my bad. Two Velveteen Dreams. The halftime heat attire with interchangeable heads.
Just amazing. So
one with a bandana, one with a hat, with like a hat, like a bubble on the top. And the other one is the Hulk Hogan inspired one from Chicago Takeover. Yeah, they're both fucking unreal. I'm sorry for my language. Both unreal.
They are amazing.
Like, just look at the colours popping.
Were the head scans?
The head scans are Mattel released. Yeah, but the colour paints.
The chest hair.
The chest hair. I'm not sure. Maybe that's decal or. I'm not sure, but I love all the little tiny bits. Shout out NWF, the guy, man. Like
the sculpting on the trousers as well.
Yeah, the sculpting and I love the little details, like the Adidas decals, like they're just to perfection. You know, on the glove, on the socks. You know, like the Nike logo on the jumper, the Patriots logo on the hat. You know, they're just insane. Like he's so meticulous in his detail that it just. There's a lot of customizers out there. I'd say Mad Reaper, NWF, just to name a couple. But those two, when I think about meticulous detail, every tiny little thing has to be bang on. That's who I think of. That those are the two names.
I couldn't think of a favourite. Like if I had to pick out of both
out of the
figures,
two, I know, right? Like they're just both.
The glasses, the boots with the tassels, and you know, just.
I want to say, like, I don't think anyone at this stage can make a better
Velveteen.
Yeah, like I just can't think of it. Like I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one on any same level.
Were the shirts done as well?
The shirts, I think the shirts were hand sewn. The shirts were hand sewn by NWF.
Really?
Yeah, I speak to NWF, so I'm sure they were hand sewn. The
That
guys. I mentioned it before as well. Like, I want to, become creative in doing all this. Like I want to learn different aspects of customizing, not just picking up a paintbrush. Like I want to be able to sew. I want to be able to digital sculpt, like 3D print. A lot of things that are involved in the community that you can, learn and incorporate into figures. Figures don't, that's how the big companies do it.
It's got a lot of love for it as well.
And it's just, man, the detail, like I said, is just wow. It's just wow. The decal work is just insane. The amount of hours spent trying to make decals, I'm not writing it off at all. Like I can never write it off because although I've never used, I never know how to make them.
Was he posting like work in progress, or was it just? Like
I don't think there's any work in progress pictures.
Did he just
straight?
Did he just
straight drop it? Yeah.
Like.
No warning, no nothing.
That was on my timeline and I saw it straight away because you sent it to me before.
That's what I mean. I was like, whoa! Like your eyes just like
just like whoa.
They just pop to the colours. You're like, okay,
even
the white
like
backdrop.
The Adidas socks.
That's what I mean. The Adidas socks and the 3 stripes.
It's insane.
Very cool, very cool. And from the front to the back.
Like as a wrestler, if Velveteen was to see that, like.
I know, right? Wouldn't you be like in awe to think?
Whoa! Like someone made one of me, like wearing one of my favorite attires. Like.
And they held the actual tights and cloths in their hands. You know what I mean? So they know all the details. And if someone like NWF who is studying that captures every single detail, which he does,
insane. The
wrestlers must think, "Fuck me!" Like these people are crazy good. How do they do that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the NWF with both his Velveteens. Just insane. Next we've got Turbo Toys.
Credit, he said as well in the description, thank you to Turbo Toys for casting the Mattel Dream Scan and sending the cast.
Yeah.
So credit to him as well, we don't want to miss him out.
Yeah, Turbo's definitely on game all the time.
Yeah.
My guy. So Turbo Toys yesterday, so we're recording this on the 24th of August, Saturday. And last night, he dropped the Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
the Mike Tyson, he's been working on this for a while. He's been trying to get, the right part selections. He's been very meticulous in this one as well. Done a wicked job. It's not wrestling related, but wrestling related parts and, shrunk heads and
I really like
decal work.
It's not just wrestling all the time and they take it out of the box and do the McGregor here and there. Do you know what I mean? Like I like how people experiment with that because it's not straight wrestling. It's the whole sports,
let's use wrestling parts.
Genre. It's really cool.
Let's use wrestling parts and make non-related wrestling characters.
Yeah.
Like Mike Tyson's or your Conor McGregor's or people have made like Pacquiao. Some people have made Tupac. Some people have made
I just like that as well.
XXXTentacion, like and all this stuff. Like people.
Tentacion.
That's the one. Something like that. But people have made different characters not wrestling related, which is cool. And Turbo done a wicked job on this. The head scan of the Mike Tyson is really good. The belts are the belts are just so cool, man. Like he done it like he cock teased as well. Like he dropped the pictures without the belts first, and then he put the belts after, and it just made everyone think like okay, now this is fucking coming together. Because people were saying, where's the belts? And it's like he dropped it straight after. So it's really cool to see that. I love the detail in the gloves. Like the gloves ain't just straight red.
The hair.
The creases have like black shading. The Everlast decals, you know. The tattoo work, the hair.
The hair with the
the line on the top. So really, really great. Meticulous parts.
I like that a lot.
Let me go. Just want to have a closer look at the pictures. You know, you can just see like the thighs. He's just tried to really scale it compared to Tyson back in the day, and he's just done a great job. Really great job. Moving on. Nick's Custom Toys. Now Nick's Custom Toys is who I'm going up against in the next round.
Yeah.
The last round for our three-way bout. And looking at this, it's really cool. Really cool. What it is a
Finn Balor.
Tommy Slav Veg. I don't want to say it wrong. Tommy Slavage. I don't know if it's... Anyway, at Tommy TRMISLAVVEG did a digital sculpt of a Finn Balor head.
That's insane.
And was 3D printed to fit the Mattel bodies, and Nick sculpted it. Now this head scan is very, very cool. Very, very good detail.
It's unique.
It's something. It looks like Finn Balor. Like, it's crazy that this guy, not Nick's Custom Toys, but the Tommy sculpted this digitally, and then Nick painted it. Great job.
Yeah.
You get some water, mate?
Yeah, I'm getting water.
But I think it's just great, like, you know, the paint on it, and yeah, Nick's really on his game. Well, he has to be if he's gonna face me. I'm joking. But you know, this last round I'm looking forward to it against Nick as well. Yeah, just great all around. And I think there may be a time where Nick might come on here. I know I didn't want to mention this, but we may have Nick. Have Nick coming on, just to talk about what we're expecting for the next round, the last final round, where the theme is two wrestlers, wrestler and manager.
Yeah.
And yeah, we might just have a quick little discussion about what to expect from each other, what we liked about our previous custom figures, and yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Going back to that point you were saying about the head scan for the Finn Balor, like that whole 3D thing is really like the future. I think, for the customizing world. And if more people use like digital softwares and 3D printing and stuff like that for like the heads and sculpting, like it's just like another wave. It's like you can actually get like an articulate head scan without having to go through Mattel's new like FX fucking stage. Sorry for my language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to get it from them to have like an amazing head scan now. Like now you can actually get it 3D printed from, or sculpted, from.
Yeah, but it's still, you're paying someone to make it for you. So you're paying someone.
I know you're still paying for it, but it's like if you want, as we said before, like a specific time of a figure or a new.
Yeah, instead of having to.
New, like,
you could be saving time, or you could be saving money, or you could be, you know, maybe spending more time and spending more money on trying to capture a specific.
Being more creative, actually.
You could either get the head and sculpt it yourself, or you could pay for it. And this goes back to the customs of, you know, people undermining and underestimating the price range of custom work. Like, you know, people say, "Oh, I won't pay $80 for a custom or £80 for a custom." Well, I'm sorry, but if you want it, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah,
because
you have to pay for it.
You're paying for someone's time, art, dedication. You know, this is all these things. They don't come for free, and they don't come for a low price.
And they don't come so perfectly as well. People need to understand that it doesn't just require bang, bang, bang. You've done it. There's gonna be times and places where you feel like the custom isn't going far, or you slipped up. Do you know what I mean? There's gonna be adversity along the way. Like, I'm sure you made a figure and halfway through, like, you were doing it the other day, and you're like, shit. And then you just got to pick yourself up again. That sort of emotional process as well is very, very important. So when you're a customer, you have to bear that in mind as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
what
and
the
life going
through.
on in the you know, around, you know, customizers, people that make commission customizers.
Because they put their own time in it.
Yeah,
well,
exactly. You know,
like,
you're taking that time away from your family. You're taking that time away from your friends. You're taking that time away from your loved ones. Like, you're in, you know, we're in our rooms and our studios, you know, doing our job constantly. Like, not constantly, but for a commission. So when people say I wouldn't pay money for that, it's like, but you need to respect the artist, respect the craft. You know, don't just take it for. Don't underestimate the value and time that has been put into this, like, into this work.
People need to admire how unique it is as well, especially when you're buying like a good product, like a very good one. Like, even with the heads, the new Fiend ones.
Yeah,
that's been going about, like, a lot of time, effort,
you can wait.
Like,
you can wait for Mattel to come out and bring that, and pay $20 for the figure, or you can pay $25 for one head. It cost me $53 to buy that head. But I'm appreciating and respecting the craft that the Mad Reaper and Bew put together. It's always good to support and appreciate. And I'm not only doing it because I want to give them my money, but I want that figurehead as well, because I can't make it, and I'm surely not going to wait a long time. If I want it now, I'm either going to buy it or I'm either going to make it.
And if you haven't got money, either
then you make it. That's what made me custom.
Sell what you have that you don't use, and just keep buying, selling and trading. Just keep going through that process of working as well to get in your funds. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've said it before on the podcast, we had to work to get what we want. And if people want to buy a custom, go out there, man.
Go for it. I did it. We've all bought a custom toy. Or we've all bought toys. Toys is just part of everyone growing up.
Especially in the wrestling world.
Still today, at the age of 24, I'm still buying wrestling figures. I might even go to Smith's right after now and go and get a figure. I don't know. Like, I just want to get out, ride my bike, and just go and see what there is in Smith's. Like, I want to see what they've got, you know. And
be nice to have a Target, though, innit?
Yeah, well,
get all the exclusives.
But we ain't getting one in London. But moving on, before we, you know, talk about other stuff. But the last figure I want to talk about was it's not a massive custom figure, but it is something that's been tweaked on.
Wow.
It's the Rey Mysterio Halloween Havoc custom figure, and Dog Crack. What he done was he got the mask as if it were in ring mask. So it's
during the match.
During match mask where Eddie ripped the mask.
Yeah.
And he's kind of sculpted it, stretched it as if it's been ripped and taken back to the skin, and he's painted that and he's made that effect, and it just looks really cool.
Eye is.
And I actually wanted to do that against Nick when I'd done my custom underground Rey Mysterio.
But you'd have to make two heads, innit?
And I didn't have enough time, so I wanted to do it. I've actually got it sculpted. I actually sculpted the mask because I made a mold of that head scan, and I casted one, and I made the mask as if it was cut. I might actually go back to that. And
I like that though, because I haven't really seen many people do
during match.
That's
match. What I'm saying, you know, so like that's why I enjoyed making the Stone Cold that I made against Nick as well. Like, I feel like every time I go against Nick, he's making me
pushing you to your limit.
To my limit, and I'm making my best figures. Like, that's that match. During the match, you know, what is the most famous in moment match wrestlers? What scenes do you remember during matches? Straight to me, for me, Stone Cold straight away. A lot of people can say Stone Cold, the most iconic moment in professional wrestling. Stone Cold is on the mat in the middle of a what's it called?
Sharpshooter.
A sharpshooter with blood all over his face, dripping onto the mat, and he passes out. Supposedly.
What about the Ric Flair match?
The Ric Flair match.
In blood. Do you remember that match?
No, I feel like Ric Flair's had a lot of matches where he's dripping in blood. His bleached white hair,
fucking hell,
covered in red. Another moment, you know, like
iconic moments.
Yeah, like Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant down, but what can you make in a figure that kind of depicts that moment? You can't really, unless you're capturing the picture in motion of the figures doing it. But attire wise, look wise, the Stone Cold is what stood out to me, and this is why I like this Rey Mysterio by Dogcrack, because the mask is ripped, you know,
capturing the in moment.
That's exactly, it's going to the detail of the match. That's what I like. It's telling the story of the match, and I think that's just really cool. I think it's really cool.
Is that what you did with your Stone Cold, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I put the blood on for a purpose. If I made a bog standard Stone Cold, then it's a bog standard Stone Cold.
Bro, you need to get a box for that Stone Cold, man.
Well,
you need to get a box for
that's a whole other thing. But yeah, you know, that's why I love this figure. And he hasn't done much. He's only, you know, sculpted a little bit of a rip and painted the skin tone, but to me that is just really cool. And a lot of people might not agree with it, but like I said, going back to me making a Stone Cold, I could have made a Stone Cold normal, but I didn't. I put the blood, and it gave a whole nother character.
Yeah, I feel you.
So that's all the figures that we've just gone through, the things that I've enjoyed looking at on Instagram, and that have made me notice what's going on in the custom world, how the figures relate to different topics, and just my general interest, if it's been painting and sculpting and attention to detail. We've just you know, thought we'd come here and express it all in this podcast. But yeah,
I can't wait for next week or the week after, sorry, when we have all the AEW stuff. I'm sure many people would like to customize.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna get customs for attires and stuff. Cody Rhodes is probably gonna come out with something cool.
He always comes out with something cool. He's the man, isn't it? He's basically the man in AEW.
Yeah, he's like at the top. Young Bucks are at the top as well.
If you associate AEW with somebody now, you'd say either Cody or Chris is probably the...
Well, Cody and the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
it's like a household name now.
They're probably going to win as well, the Young Bucks. They're not going to lose, are they?
Well, it's a tag team match against the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, but they're like the face of the company, basically.
Well, I suppose so. But yeah, they are hot. They are hot right now in the wrestling scene.
And I saw a custom of them recently.
Yeah, the Mad Reaper, and
that was sick. That was this week, innit?
Butcher the name. X6_figure_artist_studio on Instagram.
Jeez.
With the custom handmade jackets.
God, I can't find that. Say that username again.
X6_figure_artist.
There you go. Oh, they do like attires and stuff, innit?
Yeah, she's from Taiwan.
That's amazing.
She's a custom wrestling figure, cloth and accessories.
Wow, look at that.
The detail, I keep saying detail, but that's what my favourite thing is about in looking at wrestling figures, the details. The little things that make me just like go, wow. And she really has nailed it. Like the clothing is just insane.
The husky as well.
Yeah, the husky with Cody.
Yeah. The
red jacket. You know, it's just the Young Bucks jackets. It's just wow, man. It is really cool. That's so make sure you give her a follow. You know, she's not up and coming, much new to the scene, sort of.
Yeah, all these people.
A lot of people have been supporting. A lot of people have been supporting her. And it's just good to see, you know, appreciating.
That is so sick. The Mad Reaper one. That was last week, isn't it? It was recently. So it does count for Customs of the Week, I think.
Yeah. Well, we can always
revisit.
Come about. You know, we'll come every week with a new episode, new things to talk about, new figures that are just on the scene. You know, and it helps us, you know, talk about new things and more things.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's our overall like discussion on the figures of the week. Well, the week and a half since we last uploaded. It's just, you know, like I said, it's cool to just give a review on these figures.
Yeah.
And I just, like you said, I can't wait until next week to see more. So, yep. Thank you for
tuning in.
Yeah, you know,
got this long into the podcast. Thanks for staying.
Yep.
And until next time, peace.
Oh yeah.